better
a couple
be.
days later. So
It
Go
better
ahead,
be.
start the recording on this. If you
Thank
would
you.
like to join our festivities, is that a good word to say? We do this at every one of these Agile After Hours. We create a background about the special days that we are celebrating this month. You'll hear us talk about all these days, but we have six options for a background. You just oh, I need to get you the
The
link.
link.
The link would be helpful. So let me drop that in the chat. Just got to find the chat. There's the link to the backgrounds page. You can see these six backgrounds. You only need one. You click on the image, that'll download it to your computer, and then you could upload that to Zoom and get it back here behind you. Um, and just another way to join in what we are doing tonight.
It's funny. I keep hearing a funny like snow hiss. It's
No
in and
hiss.
yeah, it's like in and out. All of a sudden, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Never mind.
Chili Willy for chill. Chili.
Chili Willy
Who
for
put
chili.
that in there? Norman?
Norman, it's cute.
Who else? I've got it as my background.
There you go. You didn't like our big bowl of chili down here?
I like your big bowl of chili. I actually intended to grab a pink shirt, so I'm almost tempted to go upstairs and grab one and just change shirts.
We're okay with that. We're okay with
Marcy beat
costume
you to
changes.
it.
I have
see.
my pink on. I remembered to do that while I was fighting with my computer.
Awesome.
Um,
My,
So I
mine's in
see.
the laundry. I wore it yesterday for work.
Oh,
Understood.
Yesterday
We'll
was the
explain
official pink
why
shirt day.
yesterday.
So
We'll
oh, it
explain why
was.
in a few.
yeah.
Kathy's got hers on.
Way to go, Kathy.
She's in the festive spirit.
In pink. It's a fun color.
I should have put Button's pink scarf on, and I forgot to do that. She doesn't have any scarf on because she has
Uh-oh.
grooming tomorrow. So I had her ready for a grooming visit and forgot about tonight. That's what
We'll have to
happens when
keep
you
up
talk
with.
to your boss until 5:40 at night. So
Shannon, I see you here. Glad you made it.
Aaron, how many registrants did we have? Do you feel like we're getting close to quorum or?
Probably. I think we had 28 and we got 14 people here now. So we got half of them.
That's
So,
awesome.
life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and some people might join us a little late. That's totally
They do.
fine.
Yeah.
We're flexible.
People come and go.
Yeah, we want to get the party started. So if you haven't already, let us know where you're hailing from.
I like
Please,
the kitty.
please drop it in the chat and let us know which chapter you're part of. And we have three chapters that are sponsoring tonight's event. So the Bluegrass chapter, of which Aaron and I are part of. We also have Southeast Michigan and Chicagoland. Chicagoland, my hometown. So I'm really excited about the sponsors today. Is there anybody from other chapters? Please let us know in the chat. We have a big
Bev's.
we have a big agenda for you today, and we're going to be starting out with Marcy, who's going to talk a little bit about the reasons that we're celebrating today. Marcy, do you want to take the microphone and let us
Sure.
know all the kind of wonderful things that we're celebrating today?
Absolutely. So, as you probably saw from our invitation, we're celebrating several things. Not all of them are exactly today, but they're within the week or so. So we'll get into tongue twisters a little bit later, but that comes actually started back in the 1800s, believe it or not, as a way of telling stories and what have you. They don't know exactly who invented it, but that's where it came from, is telling stories from the 1800s. And then it became part of the fairy tales that were written. And now it's just something kind of fun to do. So we'll get into an activity with tongue twisters a little bit later. So that was one of the items. Obviously, you know this chapter always has to talk about food, so we had to talk about National Chili Day. That one has been around for a while, too. And I'm going down to my notes on that. It started in American culinary history with the 1893 Columbian Exposition in Chicago is where it gained the widest recognition. But early frontier settlers also made a chili using dried beef, suet, dried chili peppers, and salt. And they made it into bricks for transport and then cooked it on the trail. So it was actually a trail food way back in the day. And then it gained wide popularity, like I said, at the Columbian Exposition in Chicago, where the San Antonio Chili Stand introduced Texas chili con carne to visitors from across the U.S. Immigrants from the Canary Islands also gave inputs to the chili spread in San Antonio, Texas. And then in 1977, the Texas legislature officially designated chili con carne as the state dish of Texas. So it's kind of interesting how it evolved. Like I said, the nursery rhymes and stuff started in the 19th century. In the 20th century, tongue twisters became part of the performing arts. Vaudeville performers, artists, and comedians all used it. In the 1930s, Peter Piper and worldwide recognition, that's where it became really well known. And then, of course, today they use tongue twisters in speech therapy and language learning, believe it or not. Then our big one, which is why we're wearing pink. Can you think of something that Canada and the U.S. share in common? Because this is something that we're celebrating in two countries this week. And those of you in Canada that talked about this are exempt from answering, obviously.
Right.
I'm not seeing any guesses, so I guess I should say. It's actually something that is kind of sad, but it's getting a lot of recognition, and we're trying to make sure it goes away, and it's bullying. So there is a day celebrating kindness and stopping bullying in Canada. That was actually yesterday, the 25th. And in the United States, it is tomorrow. And pink is the color that is recognized as being the color because in Canada, it is called the... I have to go back to my notes. Whoops, where did my notes go? They disappeared on me.
I thought you
My
were going to
computer
say
hates me.
Niagara
It's called
Falls.
Pink Shirt Day in Canada.
Pink Shirt Day. Yay.
And this year's theme for 2026 was Sprinkle Kindness, encouraging individuals to perform small acts of kindness and inclusion throughout the day. And in Canada, they ask you to wear a pink shirt, which is why Beverly's shirt is in the laundry, because she wore it to work yesterday. Button, stop digging that box. They also encourage acts of kindness in schools, workplaces, and communities. And they want people to share stories, photos, or initiatives that highlight positive behavior and respect. In the United States, it's Stand Up to Bullying Day in 2026, and it will be observed tomorrow. It is a semi-annual event celebrated on the last Friday of February and the third Friday of November. So it actually is celebrated twice in the United States, February and November. In 2026, the February observance is tomorrow, which is a good day to get out and do things because we're supposed to actually be 60 tomorrow in Chicago, which is unheard of. And it is recognized in schools, workplaces, and organizations across more than 25 countries.
Wow.
And similar to what we said for Canada, it's to raise awareness about bullying in schools, workplaces, and online environments. It's to promote tolerance and respect and inclusivity, and to encourage supportive actions to protect protect victims of bullying and create safe spaces. The International Bullying Stand Up to Bullying Day originated from Travis Price and David Shepard. They were Canadian students, so back to Canada again, who protested against a classmate being bullied for wearing a pink shirt. That's where the pink shirt comes from. They purchased 50 pink shirts and asked classmates to wear them the next day, creating a sea of pink to show solidarity. So wearing pink shirts has become a symbolic gesture of support for victims of bullying. I thought that
Thank
was
you,
fascinating.
Marcy. Thank you, Marcy. That's a lot of history for us today, and we're all going to be kind to each other as an example. And I like the idea of random acts of kindness and protecting against bullying. I hope everybody on this call is in a safe work environment or school environment, as the case may be, and you're not subject to anything like that. Thank you so much, Marcy. Awesome, awesome
You're welcome.
background for the
I learned
multiple
something
things.
too. I mean, I knew some of the background on bullying, but I didn't know where the pink shirts and stuff came from. And it was fascinating hearing how the different countries did it. But I think the U.S. should bring in that acts of kindness and stuff with it as well. I love that part of the Canadian holiday.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. So, Marcy gave us some history about all the things that we're talking about, and we have a fun event coming up for you next. And actually, it's a contest. She mentioned tongue twisters as being a way to learn language or being part of the theater and the long history of tongue twisters. But today, if you score well on a tongue twister test, then you might win a copy of the Grimm's Fairy Tale Cookbook that we are going to be featuring later on with a Cooking with Kathy section. So this is a prize that you're going to be able to take home that we're going to send to your door, and we're excited to be able to give some to the winners of our tongue twister contest. So I'm going to pass the microphone over to Beverly, who is going to help us understand the tongue twister contest. And then Aaron is going to help us by capturing the voting for the tongue twister winner, even saying that as a tongue twister. And he's gonna, if you participate, it's free to participate, you're here, but you could win a cookbook. And if you don't like to cook, well, you could give it as a gift or a donation to your library or your school as an act of kindness, as Marcy was explaining about. And let's go ahead and turn the mic over to Beverly to explain what is this tongue twister contest all about.
Sure. And just a little plug, it'll also make a very good Christmas gift, and you could start your Christmas presents early. So I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see my tongue twisters. I see naughty, 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 naughty. Excellent. So I'm just going to hide this floating meeting control thing. All right, cool. So we're going to do tongue twisters tonight. So we all know tongue twisters are the fun things that you say that trip you up. So we're going to do 3 rounds of terrifyingly trippy tongue twisters. Now, I don't expect there to be undercover tongue twister champions here, but you never know. So we have a little thing that we can do if there are. So we're going to have 3 rounds. We're going to ask people to raise their hands who would like to participate each round. Okay? Our tongue twisters tonight are based on fairy tales and Agile. So we'll see how that one goes. So raise your hands if you want to participate. We're going to have Aaron do his wizardry. And I say raise your hands as in raise your hands in the little, the things so that everyone else can see. And Aaron can get, the reaction button. Yeah, exactly, Bill. You got it.
Bill.
We got Bill. And Aaron's going to take track of people, and then we're going to have a vote. And the whole group is going to vote to see who is the winner. So be prepared to have your voting fingers ready as well. And in the event we do have a tie, because I said, just in case we have those undercover tongue twister champions here, we do have some tiebreakers, and you get to do them 5 times fast. Even more fun. So let's get started with round 1. And as you can see, we got a lovely little picture here. I was busy with ChatGPT. So, yeah, so that'll give you kind of an idea of what we're doing for round one. Has something to do with Jack. So I'll give it another couple minutes. How many people do we have? Just two?
We got Bev. Yep.
Yeah.
Bev and Bill.
Bev and Bill. Anyone else who wants to take a jab
That's me.
at this?
Come on, get in there.
Come on. We got
Well,
prizes.
what was
We got
in?
prizes.
Lola.
Janet, were you
Yeah.
wanting to participate? I see you asking where the reaction button is. So if you want to, we can certainly throw you in the loop. It is down at the bottom, by the way. You'll see a heart logo and it says react and then an upward arrow at the very bottom of our screen. Although if you're on an Apple, it might be in a different spot.
I see Lola's raised her hand. So we have Lola and Beverly
Bill.
and Bill. We have
Wait a
three
minute.
contestants for
What
the
about
first
George?
round. George.
George Bridges, come on.
My computer is frozen, folks, so I can't maneuver anything or see chats all of a sudden. So I hope I'm not going to end up dropping and having to come back in. But I am frozen.
We can see and hear you.
We
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, it came back.
Okay.
So I don't know
I
what's
see
going
you.
on. I have computer issues today.
That's all right. All right.
I just stopped by to say hi.
You just stopped by to say hi. Oh,
Yeah.
thank
It's
you,
good to
George.
see you. It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
It's
Yeah.
been a while. Yeah.
Good to
so,
see you.
Yes, good to see everybody. So thank you. Just observing.
Okay.
Well, you
Well,
can participate too, George.
Okay, thank you, Beverly.
You always told me I had to participate when we did classes. So I'll tell you, you can too.
Uh-oh.
Payback.
Payback. All right.
All right. All right. So let's get started with round one. So our tongue twister for round one is Act Juggles Jittery Journeys. So we're going to get started with, you said Bill was in there?
I'm
Yeah.
in there.
All right, Bill.
3 times fast.
3 times
Three-
fast as you can.
All right. You ready?
Ready? Go.
Ready?
Jack juggles jittery Jira journeys. Jack juggles jittery jury journeys. Jack juggles jittery Jira journeys.
Excellent. Thank
And I heard
you.
those hesitations. Yeah.
Claps.
It wasn't
All right.
perfect, but
No, don't have to be perfect. We're not asking for perfection. We're asking for good. Because remember, the audience is participating. They're going to vote.
that's
All
right.
right.
We have
We
to
had-
have
Beverly W. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready? Go.
Juggles jittery Jira journeys. Jack juggles jittery Jira journeys. Jack juggles jittery Jira journeys.
Excellent. Thank you.
She smoked me.
Fast. Bev is fast.
That was really fast.
All right. And who's the last one we have?
Lola.
It was Lola. Yeah.
Lola. Okay. Yep.
Lola, go Lola.
Ready, Lola? Is Lola on the mic?
Maybe she dropped.
Okay, I was trying to unmute myself.
All
Hi,
right.
everyone.
You're ready, Lola. Excellent. Ready?
Okay, Jack juggles Jira Jones. Jack juggles Jira Jones. Jack juggles Jira Jones.
Hey.
That was pretty
All
good.
right. So, Aaron, are you going to help us?
Yep. I
Whole time?
We have Bill, Bev, and Lola. Bill, Bev, and Lola going for round one. And we'll be able to vote. Aaron's going to set that up for us through a poll. Aaron, do we need to click on the poll button down somewhere or how
no.
is-
No.
Aaron's doing his magic. He's got his magic wand.
All right.
Do you see it?
Cast your vote.
Yes, I
Yes,
see
sir. Thanks,
All right,
Aaron.
I'm getting-
Everybody
Oh,
give
it's a
vote.
race.
Things in
It's
there.
a race.
I know I at least got one vote.
Kathy, Marcy, Patricia, you guys can participate.
I did.
I can as long as my computer quits freezing. It finally came back, but it keeps going back to a black screen and then it goes back and then it goes to a black screen. And I don't know. It's when certain people talk that it freezes. I don't know what's going on. But I was able to vote, so that's good.
Yay.
All right.
And now it's black again. Oh boy.
Ah,
We can
It's
hear
me.
you, so
All right. 10
That's
more
why I'm not
seconds. Get your vote
rebooting
in.
at this point.
10 more seconds. Get your vote in.
Ding.
All right.
There's
I
a
heard a
ding.
ding. Dinner's ready.
Is that what
The
it
vote
is?
is ready. Bev!
We got
Okay.
Bev. Yay!
Yeah, see, I called it. She really nailed it.
All right. So, are you ready for round two?
Let's do it. Let's
All right,
go.
let's
Who
go.
wants to go this time?
So, round two.
Raise your hand. React button.
Raise your
Oh,
hand. This
gotta
one will
react.
give you kind of an idea of what's going to be. Bill's coming back
Come
in.
on, George.
Oh, Bill, good. Practice makes perfect.
Exactly. Although you may hate me after this one.
No.
Okay.
All
No
right, we got
bullying.
Bill.
This is a
with
no
the
bullying
hand.
call.
That's right.
George.
We got
No bullying.
George.
Nah, George is just a thumbs up.
Oh, no, I'm in.
Oh,
You're
Bill
in,
and George
okay.
are in.
George.
George is
Ah.
in.
All
All
right.
right. Anybody else?
I did
Cynthia?
see Beverly's hand up, but you can't win a cookbook twice. So
No, but you
I
can
think
still
your hand was up
participate.
again.
I'm not
So I
gonna
don't
go
want
ahead
you to
and
think we're
participate.
ignoring you, but unless
No,
someone
but if Bev wants
disagrees
to
and thinks
try
she
it, she
can
can
win
try
twice.
Come on. People get in there. We want another one. Norman,
Anyone
Cynthia,
else?
Lola, giving it another
I
try.
can't scroll to see people's names, hands. I could just see the ones that are on my screen right now because I'm froze again.
Renata, Ahmed, you guys giving it a try?
I've got Bill and George.
I'm willing to do it. I just don't think I should be taking a cookbook from the crowd.
Well, Norman, you're in. We got Bill, George, and Norman.
Norman.
Let's
All
roll.
right, let's go. And for this one, 6 pigs, slick brick tricks.
Ooh.
Ow.
wow.
Youch.
Glad I didn't
Don't
put
say
my
a
Yeah.
bad word. This is the trick.
Yeah.
This is the trick. So, who do we want to go first? Do you want to go first, Norman?
I'll fall first, sure.
All right, Norman, if you're ready, go.
6 thick pigs stick to slick brick tricks. 6 thick pigs stick to slick brick tricks. 6 thick pigs stick to slick brick tricks.
Woo!
Yay, you got
You made it
through.
through it. That's better than I
All
could
right.
That was pretty good.
All right. All right.
George and Bill.
All right.
I'll go next.
Who's next? George, you're next.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
on.
gonna go next.
All right,
go.
George.
Just
Ready,
tell me
go.
when. 6 thick pigs stick to slick brick tricks. 6 thick pigs slick to slick tricks. 6 thick pigs stick to slick brick tricks. All right.
Yay!
Outstanding.
I'm
All
tired. This is hard.
Oh,
That is
It's a
hard.
hard
This
one,
is
yeah.
hard, people.
All right. So, Bill, we've got you last.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
6 thick pigs stick to slick brick tricks. 6 thick pigs stick to slick brick tricks. 6 thick pigs stick to slick brick tricks.
Woo!
Yay! All right.
Everyone made it
Excellent.
through. That's more than I could have done.
All right.
Oh.
So, ready? Vote.
I can't vote because I'm
Go on.
frozen, but
Hold it.
Oh,
It went away.
oh, went away.
That was a bit quick.
Oh, no way. You had 2 seconds to vote and you didn't get the
Uh-oh.
chance to
Less.
vote. Nobody got to vote.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, I kept pushing buttons.
I'm frozen, so I can't vote this time, but that's okay.
Oh, looks like we got a lot of votes
Yes.
coming in. Anybody else? 10 seconds. Get your vote in. Where's the ding? Okay.
Norman.
All right.
Woo!
Woohoo! All right, Norman.
Well, Norman, I have a cookbook I can get to you, so
You don't need to mail it.
yeah.
I don't need to mail it. I can bring it to you, or we can meet up sometime.
Awesome.
We
Saving
can
on
do that.
postage.
Delivery with a smile. Gotta love it.
If I had 2, I could do Beverly's because she's Chicago too. But I don't go to the city as much. But I could, but I only have 1, so
We'll work it out.
Figure
All
it
right,
out.
round 3. Anybody
George.
willing to participate in round 3?
If someone wants to mute me because Button's barking and I'm frozen and can't mute myself, you can. I just don't have
Bill's
access
gonna-
to even the mute button.
Bill's going to
Alright.
play until he wins a book.
All right,
Go, Bill.
Bill.
That's fine. We'll let Bill play till he wins a book.
Who else? Come on, take
Anyone
Bill
else?
on.
We need some more people. Anyone else? Come on. It's a fun thing to try.
If you haven't already won, you can go again.
And we won't bully you.
And we
Nope.
won't bully you. We encourage you.
Oh, there you go.
This is for fun.
This is for fun. And you don't want me doing it because when I was a child, I practiced and practiced and practiced so I could do things like how much wood could woodchuck chuck a woodchuck could chuck wood. You don't want me participating.
That's why we put you
See?
in charge of this, Beverly. Woohoo!
But you
We
and
had a meeting and I said that and they went, "No, you're not participating."
So you're in charge, Beverly. That's how she got this. She's an expert.
I'm one of those undercover,
know.
champions. So we got Bill. Anyone else?
get in there.
Or
It's a
otherwise,
cookbook.
I may win it by default.
It's
Uh-oh.
a cookbook.
Somebody
Is
give
there-
Bill some competition
Come on,
Yeah.
here.
Lola. You
Yes,
can
sir.
get in there against him.
No challengers. All right, Bill wins it.
He still has to say it.
You still
All
have
right,
to
but-
say it.
Aha, yeah, we're not
Yeah,
just.
All right.
to win it.
Okay. I'll say
All
it.
right. Are we going to go forward or are we going to see if someone else wants to come in and try?
Anybody?
I nominate
Oh, we got
Renata.
another hand.
Lola.
Lola, all right.
Excellent.
All right, Bill and Lola,
All
let's
right.
roll.
All right,
All
let's
right.
go.
I'll let Lola go first.
The big bad wolf, wildly worded, wonky workflow wishes.
No. The big bad wolf wanted wonky workflow wishes. The big bad wolf wanted wonky workflow wishes. The big bad wolf wanted wonky workflow wishes.
Yay!
Excellent.
That's gonna be
Congratulations, you got through.
That's
Excellent.
gonna be tough to beat. I tell
All
you.
right, Bill.
Okay,
When
ready?
you're ready.
All
Yeah,
right.
go.
The big bad wolf wildly worded wonky workflow wishes. The big bad wolf wildly worded wonky workflow wishes. The big bad wolf wildly worded wonky workflow wishes.
Yay!
With inflection. That's awesome.
I like
Boom.
it. All right. Voting time.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's a tight race. Very tight
With
race.
two people,
Anybody
it's hard.
else?
It's like
It is.
50-50. It's hard to make a decision as a judge.
And not seeing it go up any. Anybody else get their last minute?
Come
vote?
on. You guys know you want to vote.
And
All right, Lola wins
Lola,
it.
congrats. So, unfortunately, and I will show you just because in case we did have a tie, I was prepared
Yeah.
with a couple tiebreakers.
Ah.
So you don't have to try them, but you can see what the tiebreakers are. And one was Snow White shaped 7 shiny stakeholder stories for 7 serious friends.
Oh,
The
wow.
tiebreakers have to be
Wow.
even more
What was
challenging.
that?
Wow.
You really upped the ante on that one, Beverly.
Well, and in case we needed a second one, Goldilocks gleefully gobbled the baby bear's greatly good goopy golden porridge.
Wow.
And at least I didn't have anyone recite the ebook because that would be even more fun. Thank you everyone for participating. It was great fun. Enjoyed preparing this for you, and I hope everyone has a fantastic evening for the rest
All
of
right. Thank you so much. Let's talk about in the chat how we can get these books delivered. I'm happy to send my copy or deliver a copy. I will be in Chicago soon, and I will also I live in Lexington, so if there's a Lexington winner, I can make it work. So let us know how we can get that to you in the chat, and we'll make sure that we deliver it by mail or in person as we possibly can.
I see Lola's in Illinois.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
are you, Where are you, Lola?
Bev.
Okay, Marcy's taking care of Norman.
think Beverly's also in Illinois, isn't she? Didn't she say down by Chicago in the chat earlier? I
Wow.
can't scroll up, so I can't tell. So I think they're all in Illinois.
With
Yeah.
the Illinois sweep.
The Illinois sweep.
Wow.
That could
Living
mean a
up to
lot
the
of
Windy
things. So.
City.
Yeah.
Illinois is quite
He's in
large.
Evanston.
Lola's in
Okay.
Evanston.
Actually,
So
isn't
I have one of the books, so as long as we get mailing addresses, just let me know who I'm sending to, and I will pop one in the mail.
All right.
I will. Yeah, I can take care of that. I have
All right.
their email address from registration, so I
Thank
will
you,
be
Aaron.
reaching out to Lola and Bev. Get your physical address, and we will get a book in the mail to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron. Woohoo. Always in charge. Aaron keeps things running on the rails here. Aaron doesn't get a day off around here. We have another fun event for you. So we're going to talk now. It's time for Cooking with Kathy. So as a way to feature all the cool things that are happening in this Grimm's cookbook, I'm going to hand the mic over to Kathy to talk about some recipes. I don't know about you guys. The chili idea was really exciting for me because I always try to cook chili with my dad whenever there's a Super Bowl. And there was recently a Super Bowl and we didn't get to cook together. So I'm excited to learn some recipes from Kathy.
All right, guys. For those of you who have been here before, you know, apparently I like to eat or cook or both. So there we are. The whole Cooking with Kathy. It's been 3 years we've been doing this, Patricia. We haven't put that together. It's always just been a recipe book. So thanks for changing things up for us. So with our third item being chili, we are going to start with some fun-filled chili recipes. So Aaron started us off. Of course, you got to start with a dip. We're got to start with our appetizers before we get into the main course. So this, Aaron, looks absolutely delicious. And I did really appreciate the fact that you gave Tostitos a little plug as well. I thought that was great.
That's not an appetizer. This is the main dish when I'm sitting in front of the TV watching football.
Okay.
I'm
But now-
hungry.
So,
I was on a call with my manager till 5:40 and came on here and it's now 6:38. I'm starving and you're showing me food.
yeah,
Torture.
I did not break for lunch, and putting these final recipes in today was hard. I need a cooking area at my work, I think.
Football not required.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But this
That
sounds
sounds
absolutely
really good.
yummy.
I want to
So-
try that.
But Aaron, you use the air fryer for this?
Yes, I do. So
Okay.
actually, my oven is a conventional oven or an air fryer.
Oh,
So
it does.
I put that in, and I think I put an 8x8 pan
Yeah.
in. So 375 degree, put it in an 8x8 pan. You just put the cream cheese, a nice layer of cream cheese down. And I actually cook the chili, on the stove and then pour it in the pan, top it with the shredded cheddar cheese and put it in the air fryer for about 15 minutes or something. I don't know what I put in there, 8 to 10 minutes. And I mean, I have to have this now for every football game that comes on TV.
Yum.
Well,
I mean, I just
I
love
have to
this
try
stuff.
this. It's like a 7-layer dip, only it's
but it's
a
more
3-layer yum.
Faster. Only 3. Less
and-
Yeah,
complicated.
when you get
to
that cream cheese, it really, you really got a taste there.
too yummy. So
I
yeah.
have all those ingredients in my house. If it weren't so late at night,
Oh,
You
time,
got chili?
time is irrelevant, Marcy. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so just probably
my
do that.
homemade chili is frozen in the freezer, so I could thaw it and nuke it. So yes,
Oh,
I have
really?
chili, I have Tostitos, and I have cream cheese. So yeah,
Yeah,
and I have
okay.
cheese. So
Do you have a pan to cook it in?
duh, yeah.
It's chili o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
All
Chili
right.
o'clock. I'm
If you
running.
want this to be the most excellent, then you use Skyline chili.
Oh, I do agree. Keep that.
Never had it. Someday.
Keep that in mind, Aaron. That might just come back in a couple slides. So Aaron continued on giving us chili. And I
Chili.
Aaron, this is a whole lot of like ingredients. But I was loving it. So you do I cannot say that word. Worcestershire. I can never say that word.
Worcestershire?
Oh, the
Worcestershire.
That
Worcestershire.
one. So that's
That could have been a tongue twister. Oh no.
Just by itself got me stuck. So I've never tried it with that in chili before. I think we're gonna have to try that. So ton of ingredients, followed by some quick directions. I'm loving it. So give this a whirl. Any tips, Aaron?
My one real tip, you want chili, you go to Skyline.
Okay.
Forget this. Just go to Skyline.
He's my
one step.
He's my wingman. So keep that in mind as we continue on. So then we jumped over to Marcy. And wow, Marcy, I have not made this by scratch. I have a great place in Detroit that sells soup kits, and this is the white chicken chili is one of our absolute winter favorites. I stock up every November. There we go. And yeah, I am thrilled to have a recipe to try this on my own.
I love this one. So I usually do it in a crock pot. Just that's me. But you can do it on the stove or whatever also. But I start it on in the morning and let it sit on low in my crock pot all day. And boy, does my house smell good.
Oh man, no kidding. Love the use of the rotisserie. Love it.
And if you can use like a Costco chicken or whatever, so you don't actually have to cook the chicken. Sometimes I've cooked the chicken myself, but you don't have to do every step yourself. So I'll use a Costco baked chicken or whatever, a rotisserie or wherever, or else make my own if I happen to have leftovers, which I usually don't if my family's here. So.
And I'm loving all the peppers. So I take it you can heat this up as much as you want.
Exactly. It's how much you want. I mean, if you're doing the jalapenos, you can take the seeds out to make it milder as well. You don't have to use the poblanos if you don't want to. It just depends on how spicy you like things.
That looks good.
My family likes spice, so.
It is absolutely yummy. And I'll tell you, what sold me is anything that you can put an avocado with. I don't care what it is, but I'm there. So that sold me right there. So there are her instructions. And again, avocado, tortilla strips, oyster crackers. Love it. So
like I said, for the simmer though, you could do it, like I said, in a crock pot, and then you just leave it all day on low. And then I usually turn it up to, medium or high for the last half hour or so to make sure it's hot enough for me.
Yeah.
But if you simmer it all day, it works real well too.
Oh, and that would be your house.
My chili cheese dip doesn't take 20 minutes to make.
Well, you start with yours, Aaron, while this one's cooking. So that way you get chili all day long. That's the whole purpose of that.
There you go. Chili day.
There you go. Chili day. So Beverly jumped us into the vegan chili and loving this. What a I didn't even know you could put red wine into chili. I'm learning all kinds of things.
I should have given you my pumpkin chili too. I forgot about that.
Whoa. So Beverly, any tips on your vegan chili?
It's one I've actually taken the red wine out and made it in a crock pot. You can't do it in a crock pot if you're going to put the wine in, but I've done it so that you don't have to worry about it. You just throw it in and go away. It is an intensive looking recipe. And it does take a bit of time, but it's awesome. It is really awesome.
And I love this quick pickled red onions as a topper. That
I highly
very
recommend
cool.
those.
Very,
I bet
very
you could do your chili in the crock pot though, and then add the wine at the end.
Yeah, because
Possibly.
you want the alcohol to cook off, right?
True,
So it's
true.
yeah, so it's one of those things. So what I do
Yeah.
is if I'm not putting the alcohol in it, I'll add a little bit more red wine vinegar to it or something like that, to give it that flavor. Or what I've also done is put the red wine on the stove and boiled it till the alcohol went out and then put it into the crock pot.
Nice.
That's another way to
Never
do it.
thought of that. That's a good idea. Cool.
That's a
Yeah.
great
And
idea.
I'm loving the maple syrup just to give it that kind of smoky sweet tang.
The thing is, people don't always recognize is though tomatoes are sweet, they need a little bit of sweetness to kind of balance out the acidity.
Mm.
And you just put that in. Sometimes if I don't have maple syrup, I will actually throw in a little bit of extra cinnamon in it because
Ah.
cinnamon will do the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, keep that in mind as we get closer to what Erin
Cinnamon's
was
also
So
leading
like
very
I said,
healthy.
this is an extensively long
is,
recipe, but
yeah.
it is really awesome. And that's why I kept it. And it's also because it's vegetarian. I found out a couple years ago I'm having problems with the beef stuff, and my
Oh.
stomach doesn't like beef. So I started experimenting, and this is actually the best vegetarian recipe I have ever, vegan chili that I've ever had. So that's
Wow.
why I said I'll include it.
Have you,
Beverly,
Beverly, have you heard of the purple carrot?
Oh yes, that was the original carrot that was made. Orange carrots aren't real.
Yeah, there's a plant-based food company called the
Yeah,
Purple
purple
Carrot,
carrot. Yeah,
and they deliver meal kits, vegan meal kits to your home.
not in
And
Canada.
they're my daughter calls it like wild food because it's just like totally
Yeah,
wild stuff that you learn to cook with, and they have great vegan recipes which are very complicated like this because you can get all those nuanced flavors in there because the vegetables are so open to taking on the flavors. So
yeah.
thanks, Beverly. I'm excited about this. Are we sharing how are we sharing these recipes? Does somebody have to watch the recording or are we sending these out, Aaron? What do we normally do here?
We send them out in the follow-up email
Mhm.
that typically goes out tomorrow.
Okay, so don't worry if it was too long and you didn't get screen captures because Aaron's going to take care of us and you can take at your leisure, go through these in your kitchen and make something delicious.
so Beverly, I had a question for you on this
Yes,
one. Have you done it with adding tofu
all the time,
all the time? Very cool.
all the time.
Very cool.
I have become a fan of tofu. I don't cut if I'm putting it in like this. I just take my hands and I just crumble it into little pieces,
Ah.
and then I will marinate it in something like I've done it in like barbecue sauces, or if I'm doing this, I might do like chili oil or something, marinate it in that, and then throw it in just to give it a bit more,
Yum.
zhuzh. But it's yeah, I use tofu a lot just if you want to beef up I say beef because I can't eat the beef. If you want to add more protein to it
Very
and give
cool.
it almost that kind of beefy type feel.
Yeah.
Texture, right? It's sort
Oh,
of
Yep.
yeah. Very
feels a little bit like crumbled meat.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good hack there, Beverly.
well, and as we said early on, Aaron and I have a favorite place we love to visit. I don't get it as much as I used to, but every time I come to Ohio,
I
there's one
do.
place I always stop. Skyline Chili. So to avoid any use of too much use of their name, or I know you can find the Skyline recipe online, but this Budget Bites was kind of interesting. If you go to this Budget Bites website, they actually give you the cost per ingredient, which I thought was really cool. I did not add it up though. I should have, but I didn't. So, anyways, the big thing about Skyline Chili is all these yummy spices, especially cinnamon. So by show of hands or throwing in the chat, is there anyone who, how should we do this, Aaron? Who has not enjoyed a Skyline chili in the past?
I have not had a Skyline chili, but I think that's a
have I.
secret ingredient here you're talking about
There,
is
well,
the cinnamon.
the
But
cinnamon.
yeah, and it's surprising, and I think Beverly mentioned the sweetness. Sweet and hot together is really a great combo. And I think if you have a secret ingredient, let's make it not a secret. If you have a secret ingredient for your chili, if you want to drop that in the chat, I'm just going to say mine out loud. My dad puts a little bit of oregano. We're part Italian on my dad's side. He puts a little oregano in his chili. And the other thing that he likes, this one also has oregano. Another thing he likes to put in there, and I think Beverly said she sometimes puts wine. My dad put a half a can of beer in the chili and also cook the alcohol out and has like a nice, like a kind of a strong flavor that also augments the chili. So those are my two secret ingredients. Thanks, Dad. He's not here tonight. But if you have a secret ingredient that you think we should consider in our chili, drop that in the chat.
Well, and
Well,
the fun thing about Skyline chili is how you serve it, because it's not just a bowl of chili. That would just be way too easy and not complete. So if you notice the picture up here, you have spaghetti. So Skyline chili is always served on spaghetti, and you can have
nice.
a this is considered a three-way with the spaghetti, cheese, and onions, but you can have all kinds of fun
Spaghetti
stuff.
sauce and onion, or the chili.
Yes,
And then you can make it a four-way by adding beans or onions,
beans
or a
or onions.
five-way by adding beans and onions.
So yeah, it's not just chili in a bowl, not just chili in a bowl. And I will say,
And
when we moved to Alabama, the only way we got our Skyline chili was at Walmart's frozen food, because you can find Skyline chili in the frozen foods. I would highly recommend staying
yes,
away from the canned version of Skyline chili, because that's like way too much sodium for anybody.
but
Not
they
that it's,
also do the chili and cheese on hot dogs,
yes,
and
yes.
that's good too. So,
Oh, no kidding. That's like our conies up here in Michigan.
and
Love
then,
those.
and Patricia, I was going to tell you, I would tell you my secret ingredient, but then I would have to kill you.
Right.
Wow. Kind of
So you
intense there.
That's
I
why.
gave three of mine, but I
another-
didn't give the most important one, and I can't give it, or I would be killed by my mother.
Okay, well, that's all right.
And
That would be
right.
going too.
okay, and I've got to make sure I save the chat, because I can never see chat when I'm sharing my screen.
So
Um,
you want another secret?
yes.
Kathy, you were mentioning salt. What you can do, you can actually omit putting the salt in, and you can get miso paste
Mm.
and dilute it in some water and put that in. Now, miso paste will not raise your blood pressure like salt does. It gives you the same salty taste, doesn't
Good
raise
to
your blood
know.
pressure.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to try that
Beverly's
with
just
my
full.
mom.
When is the Beverly cookbook coming out? That's what I want to know.
Right after I write my memoirs.
Okay.
Okay, we're waiting. We're
Okay.
waiting
I'll buy
patiently.
both because they sound interesting.
Yeah, my memoirs are going to be interesting. Let's put it that way.
So to continue on, we need to have a little more in our life than just chili. So we continued on with enchilada casserole. And Marcy, this looked, one, extremely easy, and two, yummy. Yummy.
Yep.
I just love this. 2 cans cream of whatever. So that's why I love your recipes, Marcy, because
Cream
it's
of
like
My
whatever.
mom pulls out whatever she has in the cabinet. Cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, whatever. They all work. It's just the creaminess that you need.
I am loving
Little
it.
Campbell soup there.
Campbell's soup or Aldi's brand or whoever's. It all works.
Whatever works. And any reason to have a little more sour cream. And oh, by the way, it looks on the picture, avocado. So yeah, I'm in.
We usually do dice up avocado and put it on the top or on the side when we do it. That's
very yummy.
Yeah.
So Beverly jumped in with another one. We were talking chili con carne. I think Marcy, you were talking about that. So this is another fun one. Beverly, tell us about My Island Bistro's Kitchen.
So it's actually the name of a cookbook. And a lady here on Prince Edward Island went around and she went to all the different communities, and she basically talked to everyone. And this is one of those recipes where everyone said, you got to try this chili recipe. And it was very similar all the way through. But you notice in this one, she doesn't put cinnamon, she puts cloves. And that was the commonality that everyone said was the way to make it sing was to put the cloves in.
Well, and I love the balsamic
she has one of my ingredients.
And and mushrooms. I have never had chili con carne with mushrooms before.
I use bay leaves too. Bay leaves are good too.
Bay leaves are a staple around my house. We can get them fresh at our
That's
Kroger.
in my chili too.
Oh
yeah. They're in my everything. I make bay leaves with chicken. I make it with all kinds of things. But I'm surprised that I'm seeing celery in a couple of chili recipes. I had never thought of that. So that's a new one. Yeah, celery.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, and this is a staple. It was usually the vegetables we had in the winter from the garden and stuff, right?
Makes sense. Green
so
pepper,
that's usually
celery,
what it was, right?
Onion.
Love the combination of cloves and the brown sugar. That's got to be yummy.
Again, that sweet.
Absolutely yummy flavor.
So, and there was actually a couple restaurants on PEI that actually served this particular recipe as well. And it was every time they served it, it was sold out.
I'm about to eat the screen, folks. That's all I have to say. I'm thinking, what the heck do I have in my kitchen to raid when I get off here?
No kidding. I have a little curry soup. It's not going to taste like chili, but it's going to be all I have. So what else do you have to have when you're having chili? You got to have some cornbread. So Beverly, thank you so much for giving us this cornbread recipe. Also,
I've never done that, I've never had cornbread with chili.
Oh,
that sounds interesting.
And I love having jalapeno in my cornbread or in my hush puppies.
You got to soak up that chili juice in something.
If anyone has a hush puppy with jalapeno recipe, that's the one I'm looking for and trying to perfect.
Those are good.
Those are good. But
there's four restaurants that do them in Biloxi, Mississippi that I've been going to for 50 years, and I have yet to talk them into giving me the recipe. I try every year, and they laugh at me every year. I'm like, please, I need them the rest of the year when I'm not here.
So the last time I made this recipe, I actually took the salt out, and I put in a teaspoon of tahini.
Yum.
And it was very delicious. I think it was about maybe a teaspoon and a half. Actually, I ended up putting, because you do have the salt in the tahini, so that's why I took the salt out.
Right.
But I put that in because that gives you your limey spicy. Very good. Highly recommend it. And it's very good sprinkled on chili too.
Oh, I bet. I like the use of applesauce. I have done the applesauce instead of vegetable oil in brownies. And I think in a cake. I have not tried that in cornbread.
Yep.
I have to give that a whirl.
Saw a poll out on LinkedIn just before this meeting and everything, asking, what do you have to have with your Skyline chili? And I remember the first two options. One was crackers, and of course you get those with your Skyline. And the second option was cornbread, and it didn't hit on me about, because I've never really had cornbread with chili before, but
you need to.
That is sounding very interesting.
It's very good, Aaron. I do cornbread with chili all the time. Yum.
Yeah, I like that too. You put it on the bottom of the bowl and just pour the chili on top of it.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, man, we have to do this in person and
I
in
know.
somebody's kitchen.
Chili cook-off. Hello.
Kitchen time. Okay, well, by now we have had our fill with appetizers and all kinds of chili and all kind of yumminess. So again, what do you end the day with? You end the day with the fairy tale cake as we jump back into our fairy tale theme for tonight. So Aaron, this one was one. It's a very pretty cake, but never
heard of
have
Liana.
tried this. But man, it looks. I don't know if it's beyond my capability. I like my easy angel food cake, but this was really pretty. So thank you. So you have.
I've never heard
the
of all
roll.
the Liana ingredients. Is that a brand, I presume?
Oh, excellent question. I don't know.
Liana baking powder, gelatin clear Liana, golden cream Liana, Liana
Yeah,
vanilla and
it
sugar.
looks like it is a brand.
Huh, I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of it.
I have not either.
I think you all up there in Canada might, have this easier to make than us here in United States with milliliters and grams and
Yeah, I need to convert this.
the,
Yes.
the metric system,
You got.
I get the 5 eggs though.
I can do that, yeah.
Teaspoons, tablespoons. That
Teaspoons,
side I do with the
yeah,
roll is
that's-
fine. It's
that's
the filling
what we-
I have a problem with.
What I find interesting is they've got them mixed together, like teaspoons, tablespoons, and then grams.
Yeah, I'm
It
confused.
should be 15 grams of powdered sugar and 3 grams
Puerto
of,
Rican. Thanks,
flour,
Norman.
something
He
like
answered
that.
my question.
Puerto Rico.
He's used to my questions.
It's Puerto Rican. Okay.
So what exactly, what is the measurement of a pinch? Which you can fill between 2 fingers?
Okay, I have a brief story. Learning my grandmother's zucchini bread recipe, she didn't measure anything. I stood with her for a week and a half, and every time she made zucchini bread, she'd do a pinch of cinnamon. I'd measure it. She'd do a pinch of this. I'd measure it. It took me 2 weeks to get her recipe, and I've got it right now. And everyone in my family asked for it, and I told them no. You can have the recipe when I die. It's in my will that someone will get it, but I did all the work to get it, so it's mine.
Do you want to
Depends on
know
the person's
something?
hand.
You want to know something, Marcy? A company called Paderno manufactured a set. They manufacture pots and pans. They used to be here in PEI. They actually made a pinch measuring scoop.
Whoa!
I have one. I have.
I want one. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that'd be
you'll have to take
awesome.
a look online to see if you can find them. But there was a teaspoon set, and it had all of the old pinch, something else, a dram I think was in it. Yeah, I have to find them, but I have them. My mom had them, and I took them when she passed because nobody else in my family bakes.
What brand did you say that was?
Paderno, Paderno.
So this
I'm
was
looking.
too fun, and for those that won the Brothers Grimm cookbook, I have had just a very fun time reading it. It's like I just want to read it like a book. They give you all kinds of insights to some of the fairy tales. They give you all kinds of backstories, and it is just a very, very fun book to read. So for those of you who won one, enjoy it. If you did not win one,
They're available out on
find it on
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yep, I just found the
believe-
link.
Yeah, I believe it's like $9.99.
Yeah. And you
So
can,
it's under $10.
yeah, but it's just super fun. And I had never really put fairy tales and cooking together because I always am either paying attention to the cooking part or I'm paying attention to the fairy tale part. But when you look from 10 stories up, it's like, how many fairy tales do you know that revolve around food?
Oh, Beverly came up with the
Not just
exa-
food, but always being hungry.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're
Yeah,
good.
Beverly came up with the exact measurement of a pitch. It is
Oh,
a
wow.
dash and a smidgen.
No, that's the 3 teaspoons that were in the set. A pinch, a dash, and a smidgen.
And a smidgen,
Oh.
all three.
Yes. And if you
Oh,
look
okay.
up, yeah, and they have one that's called Fox Run, and they have the 3 set of a pinch, a dash, and a smidgen.
I'm on their website. I'm looking for it right now. The website I just put in chat. I'm looking for the one you're
Yeah,
talking
I don't
about.
know if Paderno still makes them, but I did see Amazon has one from Fox Run. If you look up pinch measure, you'll find it.
Cool.
Wow.
Gosh, that's too
Love it.
cool.
This has been a learning experience, people.
Who knew? Well, to continue on with the fun with fairy tales and to jump into perhaps something we can take to work tomorrow if you'd like. First, Erin had some more tongue twisters, so this will be in the slide deck. So if you want to throw more tongue twist, I can't even say tongue twisters. Tongue twisters. You can try these on top of all the fun ones that Beverly had us go through.
Thanks
And
for
then-
those, Aaron and Kathy. We can take those to our office and have a tongue twister party at work. You've seen how to do it here. We've demoed it. You know all the requirements. Now you can do this at your office. This is awesome. The team build continues.
And
So-
here's your fairy tale requirements.
So fairy
when-
tale requirements. Go, Erin.
Yeah, it's when your requirements are a fairy tale, or it's what your stakeholders ask for that just is impossible to deliver. Like everything yesterday. I need everything yesterday.
I like the conflicting kingdoms. I feel like it's a video game here. We have a video game thing going on. You can tell I've been doing, what is that, King's Castle or whatever that's called, too much. The mind reading requirement. There was, where is the second one? Oh, yeah, compliance free. Who's ever worked in an area that has been compliance free? That just doesn't happen.
Well, if you make compliance-free requirements, that might get you in some trouble.
I once had someone ask me about something similar to that, about can we forget about the, requirements and stuff? And I said, sure, if this was 1995, we could. We can't in today's society.
1995. Why are you slamming on 1995?
Because that's when I started in
Oh.
IT, and we had no requirements of, security protocols or data privacy back then.
Yeah, that's true.
And
We
nobody
didn't.
checking for it. The
Yeah.
EU wasn't checking for it or anything at that time. So
No,
You know,
exactly.
you
So
only,
it's not slamming it.
yeah,
No,
you
I'm
only
just-
get what you
I'm
test
just
for, right? So
I am just teasing you. My
Do you
my-
like the no change?
No, I prefer the discreet creep genie.
just one
That has been my
tiny
month.
addition. It's basically the same thing, right?
Mhm.
So then
Anyone, I was gonna say, is there anyone in the chat mentioning anything about experiencing these?
Not so far.
Or have your own fairy tale requirements? Any just really outrageous requirements that are, just could not be fulfilled that you've ever heard from stakeholders? I mean,
Yeah, they wanted
usual
us to
one is-
rebuild our entire document system
Yeah,
and get it done in a 2-month period. And we
My
laughed
one
at
that
them and
I
said
always-
that would be impossible.
What I always get, is when the stakeholders come to you with the solution, not the problem.
Right.
We want to install this package. Or if they don't want the change, which I think that no change is getting to, the reason you get is about why they're resisting change is we've always done it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Bev,
or a
did you have
solution
something?
in search of a problem. Like, if they know somebody and they're like, oh, I saw this really cool thing demoed at this conference and we should get this. And I'm like, but what problem are we solving? So it's just, they sometimes you just really want the shiny object. I would put the shiny object requirement in here. Like, I just want the
Oh,
shiny
Well, there you
object.
go. There
there
you
you go.
go.
I love that. I
That's a
love
good
that.
one.
I
Bev,
work.
did you have a question or have something?
Oh, I mean, this literally just happened yesterday because we've been looking at case management tools literally for a year because certain departments who we're doing all of our case management in Salesforce right now. We're a veterinary consolidator, and so we're very heavy accounting at the corporate office, marketing, human resources for all of our veterinary clinics out in the field, and like field HR is not using case management at all. They're doing everything in email, but they want a shiny new tool that's going to cost us $500,000. But we use Salesforce. So we've gone through this whole year and I, did the whole requirements gathering a year ago at the beginning and all the vendors that we met with got the same list of requirements, including finally after I said to my boss, who's the director of IT, we can do all of this in Salesforce. We have a team. We have the tool. It's not, anyway, so I'm very told you because now we're coming back and our Salesforce team is pulling together demos. And so during the demo, um, it's not unusual certainly for your user group to see something and come up with something new. And it goes completely off of these requirements that we gathered and this is what's been our focus. But the one that I loved was, everybody and I'm I don't hate AI. It's a beautiful thing. It can help us where it can help us, but you have to have human interaction. And they a big requirement is, you have an initial case that comes in, but then there's other teams that have to collaborate. So you want to create, a collaboration enhancement so that, the other teams, you can see what they need to see, but not what they don't need to see. And we've got all that. But what somebody asked was, can't we just use AI so that when the email comes in, the tool will go ahead and create the parent and the collaboration cases right from the beginning? And I'm like, we don't want to give AI that much credit because we still have to be humans and make sentient decisions about, what's coming in. Anyway, it was I try to be nice.
Yeah, Bev, AI is not a panacea. There's not a week that goes by that I don't get invited to like AI for project managers, AI for
Yeah,
BAs, AI for blah blah blah
yeah,
blah blah. And really
Yep.
it's just a few people are really honest where they say like, well, we're just really not there yet. And in my opinion, there's no such thing as artificial intelligence. And there are large language models and all
yeah,
they use algorithms and it's just a numbers game. It's just a numbers
yeah.
game at a huge scale.
Huge
And
scale.
so people don't understand yet, AI is like a numbers game. So you're like, well, most of the time this will work, when you ask a
Yeah.
language model. But in terms of making that human decision, I think I agree with you. I think safely we're just going to be having to do that with our brains,
Mm-hmm.
with our people.
Mm-hmm.
And tools can help us do that. Like when we have
Mm-hmm.
patterns and scenarios, like it can help us recognize patterns and automate things. Like, oh, every time it says Apple, we know it needs to go to Aaron's team. Or every time it says blue,
Yeah.
it needs to go to Beverly's team. Like we can do
Right.
those things, but we as humans have to pick those things out.
Right.
And once
Right.
we have those, then our tools like Salesforce is an excellent
Yeah.
high-powered tool if you know the parameters. And plus AI, the dangers are, if you put all your data in AI, everybody else is going to have your data too. So
Mm-hmm.
you really don't want to share that. I mean, AI is a double-edged sword. So it can help you, yes, but can also hurt you by exposing some of your business knowledge
Yeah.
to the cloud and to your
Yeah.
competitors,
Yeah.
ostensibly.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I'm with you, Bev.
Thanks.
So, you know,
Virtual Kleenex here.
I feel seen. I feel seen.
Virtual Kleenex.
So
So
whether Apple comes to Aaron's team or not, it truly depends. Are you talking about the electronics company or the fruit?
which apple are we throwing your way? Is that what you're saying, Aaron?
That's what I'm saying.
It's just a random example. It
I
was just
always
I
loved
just
that
plucked that from
scene.
the air. Just
It was
right here.
A is for Aaron and apple. That was
And
Apple
Beverly was
Aaron.
blue, so
blue.
that's why I picked those. So it was
I
just a
got
word
it.
association here. Yeah.
I
Well, I'm
always love that scene where Forrest Gump gets a letter from Apple in the mail and that, and he told somebody in there that he owned stock in a fruit company. Uh,
Oh,
in a fruit company. So I'm dating myself. But when I started working out of college, the thing that was gaining momentum, and this was way back, Agile was not even a glitter in anybody's eye yet. It was all waterfall. And the big tool uh, push was for that magic code generation button.
mm,
If you put all of your requirements in, you put your ERD in, you put all of your requirements into this magic machine and you push that code generation button, it will solve everything. And I was like, no, it won't.
oh,
and,
Claude
and,
can almost do that now. Claude
and
is almost there in terms of writing
yeah,
code.
no,
So
knowledge, we had knowledgeware and information engineering workbench workshop. Yeah, they were not there. They were, this was back in the late 80s, um, early 90s, and it was just, to me, it was just the start of where we are now. But yeah, somebody always thinks that shiny new tool on the shelf is going to answer everybody's problems, and
mhm,
now AI is the shiny new tool.
yeah.
So,
yep, yep, absolutely.
right.
I did want to ask Bev, when you told them that we could do this in Salesforce, I bet you weren't the favorite person in the room.
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, sure. I had said that to my boss directly. And so I haven't said that to all of the like heads of the other departments. We are keeping it between us. Um, but my boss appreciated the fact that I had to come back to him a few months ago and say, you remember, right? In April, I said we need to bring Salesforce in as, one of the systems that we're going to look at. And we just had to go through this extremely arduous and expensive, based on people's time, process to so that they felt seen, so that the stakeholders and the leadership felt seen, like, you know
Yes,
um,
but Beverly, the one of the things I learned from one of my gurus, I have a Six Sigma green belt, and one of my black belt
Mm,
mentors said, 80% of the change is selling the change. And making the
right.
change is only 20%, but you've got to do all that unfortunate PR work up front and all the labor intensive convincing and use case scenarios as a BA
Hmm.
before you can get to, what you know is the common sense solution, which might be like right under your nose.
Right.
And so 80% of the change is selling the change.
Yeah.
And that part is painful because
Right.
you already know the answer from where you're at. You already know from your experience,
Yeah.
and you already know from your depth of knowledge of the tools what can be done. But
Yeah.
you got to spend 80% of your day selling that change.
Yeah. But here's right. Yes. But here's the beauty. We've been through this process. So at the end of the day, because we've really done no, very minimal, if any at all, customization in the case queues in Salesforce.
Mm.
So navigation, assign to me, expand collapse, like it's all right there in the toolbox. We've just never done it. So the we're going to meet the goals of all of our stakeholders within the time frame that one of the vendors was going to spend implementing
Mm.
at an additional $200,000 just to implement, not even paying for the tool. And so, yeah, I it's been a beautiful lesson in patience for this old girl who also started in IT in 1995. But that was after 10 years of doing other stuff. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
It's been cool.
I read last year that the University of Michigan was going to pay some um, consulting company or something like $2 million to select a site for them to build a new athletic coliseum in that.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
And, I want to go to them and say, give me, just $1 million. I'll tell you where to build it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, first of all, Ann Arbor doesn't have any area big enough for a second stadium.
Uh-huh.
That's number one. So maybe what did I hear that the Bears might be moving to Indiana? What is that?
People are
about,
losing
Marcy?
their minds.
Yes.
All of you
Losing their
Illinois
minds.
people, what it's the Bears. They're supposed
No,
to be in
it's fine. It's
Chicago.
fine. Northwest Indiana is a Chicago suburb. I'm just saying, y'all. I've been here
I
26
disagree.
years.
I don't want it in Indiana. So
Well, of course, you want it in Arlington Heights. That's probably closer to where you live. I don't want to have to go to
15 minutes
Arlington
from me.
Heights.
I'm in Mount Prospect. So yeah.
Blech. So I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. My Atlanta Braves left downtown Atlanta and they are now in Smyrna. I refuse to go to a Braves game in Atlanta. I will go to a Braves game at Wrigley Field where the Cubs play. So I get it. It's a whole thing, but it's all ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. It's all ridiculous.
It's crazy.
So, which NFL team cannot move
None of
from
them.
where they're at?
Zero. None. The requirement
Everybody
is none of them move.
None
This
of the
is-
New York teams play
this
in
is-
New York. They all play in
That's
New
true.
Jersey.
You
So
are right.
like
The Bills.
the precedent has been set.
The
The Bills
Bills are the
can't
New
move.
York State team.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
And that's
and
coming from
they
a
can't
Queens
leave
kid.
Buffalo. Yeah.
It's coming from a Queens kid.
Okay.
I grew up in
I
New
love
York.
Queens. Queens.
But
So
actually,
do you live in Skokie, Norman?
Yes.
So Skokie feels like Queens to me, but I live in Berwyn. Berwyn also feels like Queens to me.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Both do in a way. And
Yeah.
I was a 2-mile walk from Shea Stadium through the park.
Oh,
Wow.
So
Wow.
I walked to and from some of the Met games I attended.
Yeah, you did.
nice.
That's very
So
cool.
what I was going for, the team that cannot move is the Green Bay Packers.
Oh
Because
yeah, no.
Green
No,
Bay
yeah.
owns part of them. So they're not going to
Oh,
release
that's
that.
Bye, Lola. I think they can't move because they're always packing.
Oh.
I was
Oh,
Aaron, I was
Touche.
waiting for the dad joke, Aaron. I was really waiting for the dad joke. So the last thing we've included in this PowerPoint, and this might be fun for you guys. I'll put up a couple, and we can walk through them quick, but you guys will get all of them. But it might be fun to share at work, especially if you have stakeholders that are just living that fairy tale life. So I just love these because it ties it to a fairy tale. Once upon a time, the solution appeared without requirements. And then it tells you why it's a fairy tale. So these things were just fun. Every user lived happily ever after. That was a fun one.
Oh, I wish.
The magic mirror that shows everything, but is easy to use. Yeah, that customizable. Kingdom without dragons or bugs. Man, that dragon is a big bug. So these were fun. So again, you'll get all these. A small village wants a global empire overnight. Yeah, we've heard that before. A spell book with infinite pages. Loving that one. Everyone in the land tells the truth. Yeah. Not. These were just fun. But it's kind of a fun way to Maybe make somebody understand. Number 9 just cracked me up. You need real-time reporting, but the data doesn't need to be accurate immediately. How does that work?
Yeah, that's
you guys the media.
Record.
Yeah, you iterate. You do the first part. Yeah, the technical part, and get the data right later.
Yeah. So these were fun. So went too far. The tiny pebble. The ending will reveal itself. How do we know when it's done? When done is done. So you guys will get all these in the PowerPoint. And
I'm laughing at the small change because that's the story of my life. Mm.
Yeah, it's like the little tumbleweed effect, isn't it?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is a small change that we really didn't scope, and we don't even understand the impacts. Yeah, it's just a small change.
So
Bingo.
Aaron, what's
Kathy?
the link? 'Twas the night before implementation.
Yes. So it is a poem or a sonnet that I wrote to the tune of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
You did this at one of our Christmas ones.
Did I?
I think.
And I don't. Did it? No.
Here,
But anyway, it
let me
talks
stop
about
sharing. You can pull that one up.
a business analyst that comes to rescue the endangered project and that, I could tell you the first part of it, but there's the link if anybody wants to go out and read it. We can put this in the PowerPoint if you want,
Oh,
Kathy.
yeah.
It's a good one.
But
Yeah.
it starts with "'Twas the night before implementation and all through the warehouse. Not a program was working, not even a browse. Programmers hung by their screens with such despair, with hopes that soon a miracle would be there. The users were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of working systems danced in their heads. When out on the snow there was such a clatter, I sprang from my desk to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew in a flash, tore open the shutter and threw up the sash. With what to my wondering eyes would appear but a senior business analyst with a 6-pack of beer.
Oh, wow.
And then I'll let you find the rest of it.
Thank you, everyone. It's been a great, fun evening. Our winners will be receiving a book by mail, and Aaron will follow up with us with the recording and some assets that we can share based on what we did this evening together. And then shortly thereafter, we'll have those books in the mail to all of you. I'm really grateful for your attendance and attention tonight. I hope it was fun. And next quarter, we're going to do it again with different themes and different fun times. We'll see you there.
Thank
Bye,
you all.
everyone. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Now it's dinner time. I can go
Yeah.
eat everything I saw.
Yay. Make some chili.
I need some, yeah. I have a can of chili. It won't be the same, but that's quicker than thawing my other.
Probably. Oh my goodness.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good
You
night.
guys have a great evening.
You
Bye,
too.
guys.